Connected is sponsored by Subaru of Ontario.
A powerful story of a woman who dedicated her chemo recovery time to address one of her own very specific needs and those of any woman walking in her shoes.
Brooke joins us now with her inspiring mission. Hey, Brooke, good morning.
Hey there, good morning. You know, look, your hair might be the last thing on your mind when you're fighting for your life, but you are still allowed to care about it. Sonya Keshwani wanted to make sure she didn't have to lose her personal style and identity just because she did have to lose her hair.
Going through that hair loss process during chemotherapy presented, I think, my greatest opportunity for experimentation and problem solving.
Sonya Keshwani was diagnosed with an early stage of breast cancer at the young age of 29.
I at first had bought this blonde bob cut wig thinking I'm gonna have some fun, I'm gonna play with my look a little bit, you know, let's find out what it's like to be a blonde. But the charm quickly wore off because I was getting treated during the summer and the wigs were really hot and really kind of also painful to deal with because my scalp was going through a lot at that time too.
She says her scalp was incredibly sensitive to the touch, kind of like it was bruised. The wig wasn't going to work. She needed a solution that was comfortable and, frankly, less challenging. So she created one.
When a woman puts on our turbans, I like to say that she's crowning herself because I like to think that each of us has a bit of royalty inside of us and that StyleEsteem headpieces are like the crown that you put on your head. And so just because you lost your hair, it doesn't mean that you've lost your crown.
You're looking at headpieces from Sonya's line, StyleEsteem, which is amazingly a company Sonya built while recovering from chemo.
It felt incredible that someone was actually thinking of our needs, of our desires during treatment, and not just thinking of us as a poor cancer patient that you can slap a wig on.
Nicole Wells-Kanji found a lump in her breast nearly 4 years ago. She says while dealing with the devastating diagnosis and battling the disease, StyleEsteem headpieces just made life better. She told me about finding a fun checkered turban on the website that she wore with everything.
It was taking back that power, my identity as not just a cancer patient, because that holds great value in itself, having that lived experience, but then also knowing, oh, look, I have this beautiful selection of crowns, turbans, head wraps by a survivor.
Nicole says she purchased more of them, and anytime friends asked what she'd like as a gift, she pointed them right to the website. She says she started looking forward to picking out her headpiece each day, or should I say, her crown, that would make her feel beautiful. For Sonya, there is no greater praise.
Nothing makes me happier and more proud of my fellow cancer thrivers when I see them embracing themselves at every stage of that hair journey.
So Sonya and her team actually sent over some headpieces for us to look at. I love those. That one has earrings.
I love it.
Attached. They're all different. There's a swim cap. I'll show you in the 10 o'clock hour. I left it in my office.
Okay.
Brooke, I love this.
You know what's interesting? What I like about these is that Nicole, you saw also someone who discovered these while she was going through treatment herself. She still wears them now.
Yeah.
She has a full head of hair now, and she's like, it's actually part of my style.
It's cute. Yeah. I love it. I wish they had something more stylish like this while I was going through chemo. I didn't like wearing wigs. They were itchy, they were tight on my head, and so I would take it off, and I used to try to wear hats, but man, I would have rocked this so hard. And she should, I'm putting her on, shout out now, please go to the Positive Image Center at City of Hope. I'm sure they would love to sell these.
You know what else they were both kind of talking to me about? Just this idea of, you know, when you see someone and you can obviously tell that they're possibly going through chemo, there's this empathy that you think. But on the other end of that, there's a person who may not want you in their business, who may not want you knowing their business, who may not want to share, who may want to go out in public and just not have you feel like you know everything about what's going on with their health. And so this protects that. Again, you're still allowed to be human.
Yes.
You are. You're allowed to care about the little things.
That part right there.
You are.
You're also caring about the big things.
Oh yeah.
You know?
It was hard losing my hair. And there was one thing people would say, and I know they meant well by saying this, but amongst the women in chemo, when you say to somebody who lost their hair, you still look good without hair. Just don't say still. Because then you look good. Wow, that looks great on you. Because when you say you still look good, it's trying to say hair is the beauty, is what makes you beautiful.
Yeah, and I think people don't mean to do that. They're not even thinking about it, you know, but that's good to know.
Yeah, just say you look good.
Brooke.
Can I also shout out the Foundation for Living Beauty? Because, you know, I've told you guys about the foundation, this organization of just this sisterhood of women who are going through cancer, who have gone through cancer, who are on, you know, opposite ends of their battle with cancer, and just supporting each other. And I have found all of these people through that foundation, and it's just so inspiring just to see what women can do.
Thank you for doing this.
Yeah, thank you, Brooke.
This is stylish and beautiful, and this is great for women going through it. Because, you know, they only have like 5 channels in the hospital, so somebody's watching us in the hospital right now.
Yeah, thank you. Good stuff, always.